Hey, welcome back to Good Knit Kisses. I'm your host, Kristen, and today is Monday. It is Columbus Day in the United States, but it is Thanksgiving in Canada. So, hey, Canadians, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I know the tradition up there is to celebrate on the Sunday before, which is actually a very cool easy way to meet up with your family, which I think is nice if it falls on a Monday or whatnot. So today is actually Thanksgiving, but Canadians celebrated yesterday, which is great. So happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Columbus Day to everyone in the United States. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good morning. If you're hopping on, please say where you're from. If you're new, let us know you're new today. I would love to know that. Today is Monday Q&A day where I answer your questions from the week before. And so we have our first person hopping on. Hey, Katie, how are you? Good morning. Good morning, Ellie. And you were just watching Mikey for week 2. Oh, good. Good morning, Carol. I got my coffee. You got your coffee out. Ellie in Jersey. It's my Jersey girl. I have a different mug on today. Of course, it's flipped in reverse. I'm going to have to get me a mug. I'm actually kind of in the works of getting a mug, but I got to get one that when I hold it up to the camera, it's like flipped for you guys. So you see what it is. If it has writing on it, wouldn't that be fun? You know, it's funny because if I film with the forward-facing camera, you know, it doesn't flip the writing and stuff, but when you do these live broadcasts, it does. So it's always a mirror. There's no emoji for soda can, Ellie? Yeah, that's a whole other discussion. Everybody calling things different things. Soda, pop, soft drink, Coke. Hey, good morning from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, Canada. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, you missed me saying happy Thanksgiving, Katie. Carol was telling me, you know, they had the big Thanksgiving celebration yesterday. And of course it is Thanksgiving today too, but it's nice to have that Sunday before. So you guys have like that cool long weekend together. So happy Thanksgiving to the Canadians and happy Columbus Day to everyone in the States. And we don't really do it up big for Columbus Day. We just, someone asked me, they're like, what do you do? I'm like, sales? I don't know. I remember Columbus Day sales being like a big deal when I was a kid, but my mom was a shopper and I am not. I guess I'm more of a shopper when it comes to obviously yarn, but I'm not a big shopper, honestly, like clothing and stuff. No. So, well, good morning. I see Carol is hopping on. Y'all can't see her, but I do. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. I'm getting my caffeine in and hopefully my medication's hopping in. I haven't told anybody yet. I have a migraine this morning and I just can't shake it. So it's going to be a very short broadcast today. I didn't really have many questions from Friday. I mean, not Friday, but the week before. Monday replay questions. I didn't have any. So I just had a few things to talk about today. So that works out really well. And I just wanted to say hello to everybody before we get started. So let me do that. Excuse me. Good morning, Ada. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to smile through it. Sue, good morning. I am, let's see, I'm trying to get my notes together. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, happy Columbus Day. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. Okay, so today was the release of Clue 2 for the Bernat Mystery Stitch Along. And if you are joining the Stitch Along, if you could write Stitch Along or write Bernat or something, it'd be fun to follow along with you guys. There's a knit along and crochet along, and we're in the works with working on something for the loom, not officially with Bernat, but just to get it, get it on the loom. So we're going to be working on some samples for that, and that's kind of fun, right? So I've been working my fingers along, and since I'll be hanging out with the kids today at home, I'll have a good opportunity to just sit and knit. So and then I will be, if you don't know, I am blogging along with the Bernat Stitch Along on the knitting side, and so I'm working with needles and doing that. Yay about the loom. Ellie says, okay, so you are also doing the stitch along. Ellie, are you doing crochet then? Because I saw you say Mikey earlier. The crochet one looked fun too. I wish I had time. I probably would do both. So yeah, I probably, what I'll do is I'll actually go back, cause these things are going to be still around, and Michael Selick with the Crochet Crowd and Yolanda Soto Lopez on the All Crafts channel, they both will have them on their channel. So throughout the year, so you can still do the stitch along. But anyway, right now, if you go to the Bernat Mystery Stitch Along page, it's actually on the Joanne site, you are going to, let's see if I can find the website here. The website is, you're going to go to joanne.com/mystery-stitch-along, and then you click on, let me flip the screen here. You're going to go on the page here and scroll down, and you go to week 2 is now up. You can download the pattern, watch the video, and you can share about it. And there is a Facebook page where you go and you share this with the hashtag Handmade with Joanne. See that one right there? Hashtag Handmade with Joanne. And anyway, so when we pop up the pattern, this is the pattern for this week. Isn't that pretty? And it's got these really pretty yarn overs here, but we're PSSO, pass the slip stitch over. So you're actually going to be knitting these together and passing them over here. So what you do is you're going to start by working up a row in your new color. So you break the old color, and then you're going to add in a row and knit in the front and back to increase your stitches, and increase because you were at 78 before. And then you're just going to knit a row, purl a row, and then knit 2 and slip 1, and then knit 3. And then you pass that slip stitch over the 3. That's really what you do. So you just keep slipping 1 and then knit 3, pass the slip stitch over, slip 1, knit 3, pass the slip stitch over. And so you just keep doing that. And then that next row you purl 2, and then you purl 3 and then yarn over to fill in that gap that you had made previous. And then you keep repeating. So you're filling in the gap, and then the next 2 rows, keep your stockinette going, and then you get that coming through. So you just continue a stockinette, and then you pass the slip stitch over, and then you fill it back up again. That's essentially what you're doing. So that was my overview of what you're doing this week. So it's one of those things, like once you get going in the stitch, you're like, oh, I'm flying, So we'll see. I'm gonna blog about it. I'm gonna be writing it up and blogging about it, and I should come out with it tomorrow. And so today, obviously, that's when the clues came out, and then next week, of course, will be week 3, and then we have week 4, and then we'll be done after week 4. I'll get that very last one, and it'll all kind of come together, and that's it. Okay, so here at Goodnight Kisses, let's see what else we've got going on right now. Here we've got Kathy's book giveaway. We are doing the Loom Stitch Dictionary giveaway. If you haven't entered, you need to get entered. You still have up until tomorrow night at 11:59 Central Standard Time, which is my time. And if you are, you have to listen to the video to know how to, you have to watch the review. And then there's instructions at the end as to how to enter. And so you can enter until 11:59 tomorrow night, Tuesday night. So whatever time that is for you. So I'm sorry, I'm not gonna translate that. But anyway, and then I will hop right on it and get a move on getting the winners' names released and getting that information out to Kathy. She is sending these out personally, I believe. She sent this personally to me and she signed it. I don't know if she signed everybody's book, but she signed my book. So, so she will be doing that. And let's see what else. I've got to get that done because I'm actually, this week is kind of transition to talking about, I will be going on that missions trip that is this week. And so I have to get it released, the winners released very soon and make my little video. So it'll come out sooner than I normally do. Normally I would give myself until Friday to get that figured out and get a video up, but I will be leaving early Friday morning and I won't be able to do that. So that means Friday morning, we will not be having the social media day where the last 2 weeks we've been concentrating on Etsy and giving you guys feedback on your own shops and giving you some tips and stuff. So that won't happen this Friday, but we can continue on with Etsy if people still want some feedback for their shops. You just need to write it in the this previous Friday. Write any questions. If you want me to look at your shop and give you some feedback, then let me know. It'll be live on video unless you're like, please don't do that. But yeah, write it on the previous days. So remember, so if you have a replay question, go back to the day of the week that you want me to answer the question. Go back to that previous day, write your question, and then I will answer it. So because what I'll do is like tomorrow is Loom Knitting Day. So I go to last week's Loom Knitting Day and I look at whatever questions were asked. That's pretty simple. So anyway, I got my coffee. Ellie says, glad I'm crocheting. The knitting sounds way tough. Oh yeah. I think once you get going, it works out. I will say, I don't think I mentioned this on the blog, the stitch definition. I mean, I've already started working on the knit along stuff here, but the stitch definition of the first week, isn't that awesome? In the, but, I think I don't know if I can block it out. I'm going to try blocking it out. So we'll see. We'll see. Has anyone ever blocked Bernat blanket yarn? I actually have a question for you today. If you have blocked Bernat blanket yarn with success, let me know, or without success, because I was thinking I need to block this week 1. So anyway, Ada says, glad you showed my shop. You now have more followers. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. So, hopefully you can put in those different things that we talked about. Choose whatever you like and then share away and let's see how you do. Be sure and tell your friends and family and be like, hey, not announcing it on Facebook, but like a phone call conversation or face to face and be like, hey, you guys, I really want to make my Etsy shop successful. Do you mind, when you think about it, if you see something that you like that I've made, would you mind passing it along? There's nothing better with that than that face-to-face conversation and then asking them to do that. And then follow up with emailing them that link or texting them the link and say, I've got a link ready to go if you want to check it out, or maybe a particular listing that you think they would in particular like, not just the shop link, but a particular item. So that might be it. Yeah, Ada is Tropical Dream. Yeah, Ada had, I think 3 items on there. Yeah, Crystal, go check that out. And hi, Pam. Good morning. Seeing you hop on. Oh, there's Joanne. I think the blanket yarn is not the best for good stitch definition in general. Yeah. But I think what this is good for, the Mystery Stitch Along, it's great because you're learning new stitches. And the benefit of the Bernat blanket yarn and the larger needles and hooks and things is getting things done up quickly, so I will say I really like the Bernat blanket yarn for the Marshmallow Crochet Baby Blanket. I really like it for crochet. I think it works up really nicely. It's fun and fluffy and I like that. I like that for a baby blanket. So I might not necessarily use the one from week 1 for needles again on that yarn, but now I've done it and I've done that stitch and it is very interesting. And I think I would like to try that in another yarn. I had noticed that someone had done not the Bernat blanket yarn. I think they posted it on the event page for Bernat. And I believe they used 2 or 3 strands held as one, and it was not the blanket yarn, but the stitch definition was very nice. So they held it together to get the right gauge, but the yarn kind of worked up better. So anyway, I do really like that yarn. I just, you know, there's different yarns perform differently for, they have like a good, better, best category, you know, like they perform better for certain things than others and so on. So anyway, that's kind of my take on that. Let's see. Oh, hello, Fatma from Egypt. Hello. I'm so glad. Yeah. Oh, it's a win for softness and speed for sure. Yeah, I agree, Joanne. So hello in Egypt. Wow. I think there's only a few times I've had, someone from Egypt on. Chat like an Egyptian. Sorry. I had to do it. Ellie says, hopefully selling mine when it's done. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I'd love to see it though. To see a picture. Will you post it on my page too? That would be awesome. If you're knitting along, I'd love to see your stuff too. I mean, you can still put the hashtag on there. So for the Handmade with Joanne. I'd just love to see it. Okay, so let's see. And then y'all follow my blog, okay? Why am I picking up my mail? I picked up my mail. I'm trying to find my notes, and I picked up my mail. This is my notepad. Let's see. So Kathy's book giveaway. Again, oh, by the way, Kathy has 2 stitches in here. I'm sorry, 1 stitch in here. When I say 2, well, technically it's 2 stitches. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. She has a version, it's a twisted stitch version, of this stitch that is being done, and it's tilted the opposite way on the loom. So if you have this book, it's a terrible picture just because it's in white and I'm trying to do it in a very, but see how it leans? This is how the first week 1 stitch is, but it's like going the opposite direction. So let me go to page 26. That's not any bigger picture. Anyway. So actually me showing you that, it looks flipped in the right direction, but it's not. And it's called the twisted diagonal in here. However, the one, you wouldn't want to twist it. You wouldn't want to make an E-wrap, if you were translating that to loom. So anyway, good morning, Rhode Island. Hello. Hello. How are you? So again, if you've got another Etsy shop you want me to take a look at, I can do it next week on Friday, and just let me know this past Friday, replay. Please check out my shop on your next Etsy broadcast, and then I will do that. The last thing I was going to tell you is my mission trip. Okay. So this week, of course, we got loom knitting tomorrow. I'll probably be reminding you again about Kathy's book giveaway. The review is on my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/goodknitkisses. That's the video that's up right now. And then, what else? Wednesday is knitting, and I'll probably be talking and answering questions about the Bernat Mystery Stitch Along in case you guys are like, what's going on? And then Thursday is crochet, and then I will be gone on Friday. So Carol says, just got my copy of her book in the mail. It looks great. So much info in it. Yeah. I mean, it's a $10 book, and it's chock full. It's got like 60 stitches in there. So it's really a deal. It really is. And I like all the pictures in it, and it's very handy to put in your bag. So, yeah, I like it. What else? Today is a friend's birthday. I just had a little pop-up. Hey, it's her birthday. What else is going to tell you guys? I think that was it. Pam says, I love the yarn. I did a Bernat baby blanket cable pattern when it first came out in love. Love how soft and squishy it is. Yeah. Oh, great for a winter floor blanket. Yeah. And, when I use the big yarn for the, big marshmallow crochet baby blanket, and it's like, I mean, it's like a mat, like a full on fluffy mat, and the kids love it. Yeah, that's in the big yarn. I haven't used it in the blanket yarn, but yeah. So yeah, it is so nice and squishy. I think it would be a really good pillow, you know, to take this and make a pillow. Actually, I'm wondering if, yeah, I mean, you could even like do like a back pillow out of these. Like if you made the stitch along and then just like stopped it where it is and did like one of those like real skinny long pillows. It's like stitched. You just stuff it and stitch it and throw it on your couch. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. That's weird, baby. Oh, you could totally do that. I have a neat little one that was given to me that that's like a chenille, well, it's kind of a shiny velour type, and it's just gray, and it's like this really skinny, I mean literally like this skinny and long, and then it has on there, stitched on there, it says Dream, and it's gray, it's like tossed on my bed, real nice and soft. I just love to kind of do that. So if I lay down real quick in my bed and I'm messing on my phone, and sometimes I do that with the kids, I'm like, okay, bring your reading in here, we'll do your reading in here, Mom's gonna chill. That's what we do anyway. Anyway, well, it's been good to have you guys. I'm sorry, I'm trying to bear through this migraine, and it's just it's kind of harsh, but I am gonna get back to doing this this clue 2 over here, and for the Bernat Mystery Stitch Along. And of course you can follow along with my blog, and I'm sure I'll be uploading some pictures shortly to the their page, their event page. So in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Y'all send me out with some love and hearts, if you will. Come on now. And then I'm gonna go to the post office to see if we have any more packages, because I heard people are sending them, so I'm excited. So yeah, anyway. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.